What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing. We've got a great video for you guys today. We're gonna go over the 15 tips that every experienced driver knows. Before we jump into this video, we wanted to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, Solo. Solo is an incredible app that gets drivers guaranteed earnings. Overall, Solo drivers make at least an extra $5K a year. It also has expense tracking and a lot of other awesome features. Our viewers will get $10 just by signing up using the link in the description below. So definitely check that out, guys, and let's jump into the video. So number one, in my opinion, the 3 ride bonuses work best with destination rides, especially short ones. Now, destination filters rarely work, as we all know, but if you use these strategically, they'll work really well. So my goal whenever I have the 3 ride bonuses is I just try to get the first one in an area where I think I'll get a quicker ride. If it's in the morning, I'll kind of roam around a neighborhood that I know is going to be relatively busy, probably not going for a 30-minute to an hour commute. But what I'll do is I'll have the filters set the whole time headed towards the airport. And if you're doing this in a morning or a time where it's likely that, you know, the airport's decently busy, even times where it's not, this still works really well for me. The first ride, I usually get a quicker one, which is just a quick commute, which is what I want because I mainly just want to do 3 quick rides. Now, what's awesome is then if my second ride does go to the airport, guess what's gonna happen? Because of my status, I'm gonna get that ride right out of the airport after I drop off. So I'll get 3 rides done, usually within an hour, get that bonus, and sometimes with tips, and depending on the length of those rides, I can make upwards of $50 in 1 hour with that bonus, obviously. Sometimes even more. So that's a great little tip that I recommend you all start utilizing. Number 2 is the middle of the surge is rarely worth it. Packed full of traffic. Sometimes it's crazy to get out of. You got to roam the outskirts of the surge if you want to make the real money. The third tip is weekends are where it's at. I think every new driver makes this mistake of really hammering out weekdays, but everybody knows the real money made is on weekend nights, Sunday midday. It's crazy sometimes what you can make. Our next tip is that there's niche neighborhoods that will make you loads of money. Once you start learning the area, you'll learn that there's certain neighborhoods that are just always busy, whether it's commuting, whether it's going to the airport. There's certain pockets just all throughout your city where it's just an easier area to get some really consistent rides. Our 5th tip is 2 rides an hour is better than 3 almost always. 2 rides an hour is generally where I make the most money. If I'm giving 3 rides an hour, they're usually very small rides, very short rides, probably not tippers because they justify not needing a tip because, oh, I barely took any of his time. It's a 20-minute ride. Why would I tip him? You know, so usually I've noticed I get tipped better when I give 2 rides an hour. They're usually longer rides all around, but not too long. And the money is usually a lot better if I'm consistently giving 2 rides an hour versus 3. So if you're in an area where you're constantly giving 3 rides an hour, you probably want to leave. But that can be tougher to find sometimes. Number 6, your cancellation rate is not that important. Now, I know it is to some degree, but the other side of this is there's a lot of rides you really should just cancel depending on your area, the time of day, what's going on. And I think some drivers are way too passive and timid, and so they're afraid to cancel because they don't want to lower their rate. It's not that important. Obviously, keep it where it needs to be, but you should be canceling some rides almost every single day. This is probably my favorite one. If you're short 1 ride for a bonus and it's late, have your friend or husband or wife or partner order or request you for that last ride if you're gonna get a bonus, and then obviously you lose $3. But my roommate and I used to do this all the time, and for some reason we called it 2-ride jack. I have no idea why, but somehow we came up with that. And whenever one of us was short like 1 or 2 rides, we would literally just go to our apartment and like have the other one get in the car, do the request from there, pop right up, and then we'd go literally to a gas station like not even a half mile away, if even. I mean, it was probably like 2 blocks. We would just pick up some drinks or something and then go right back. And that was a lot of times how we completed our bonuses when we were short. And one time it was so bad that I was short like 3 rides. And so we did 2 rides that went well, but then on the 3rd ride, for some reason, I don't know if it picked up on what we were doing, but it kept trying to give me someone else. And so finally, after canceling like 8 potential drivers, poor guys, we finally got each other again and got that bonus. So that's a little tip. If you're ever short on a bonus and it's really late and you just like feel like it's dead and it's taking forever and you don't want to just sit in your car until you get that one ride, have your partner, roommate, friend, somebody who's close by, just get in the car, order you, drive a block away, and then end the ride, or drive as far as you can until Uber will let you end the ride. And then you'll get your bonus. Number 8, combining gas apps and incentives can save you upwards of 50 cents a gallon. If you use Gas Buddy, Get Upside, and one of your pro rewards, you can really get some crazy savings. I've very often gotten over 50 cents a gallon. Get Upside, I save so much money. Now I have a diesel vehicle, so I generally can get way better promotions than regular, but I've still seen a lot of like regular unleaded gas stations that'll give you upwards of 25 cents off per gallon. So if you can combine that with cheaper gas stations, other incentives and offers, you can save a ton of money on gas. Number 9, you don't have to make an emotional connection with everyone. You don't have to be everybody's best friend. You don't have to be chatty Cathy with everyone. Just be intuitive and try to see if someone's really looking to talk or not. Number 10, tip jars actually work. This is a little known secret that I think everyone's too afraid to try, but if you put a little tip jar or some way for people to tip you cash, you might be shocked at how much more money you make. Number 11, longer rides are a joke. This one I hope most of you have learned, but we get hosed on longer rides now, and if they get too far, we all know the destination filter doesn't work the way it's supposed to, so it's rarely gonna get you a ride back to, where you need to be. In my opinion, destination rides are almost better for shorter distances than any type of longer distance. So this is a good example of rides that you should maybe cancel. If you're getting some longer ride requests, granted, you have your rewards unlocked to be able to see it, a lot of times those aren't going to be worth your time because it will take you so long to get a ride back, or you're driving back just wasting gas. It sucks. I hate that Uber's made it like that because long rides used to be my favorite, but for both Uber and Lyft, they generally suck now. Number 12, kind of on that note, destination filters rarely work unless used very strategically. Kind of like I said above, like they don't work the way that Uber claims they're designed to work. Oh, it's for when you're just driving home after work. The problem is I'll get 17 rides that are like a minute long all the way back. And a lot of times they're not right on your route like they're supposed to be. A lot of times they'll go kind of a mile out of the way. And so I've noticed that eventually I get almost not like far out of the way, but really far off the path I should be on to go where I'm trying to go, because they justify that it's like somewhat in the right direction, so it should work. But the reality is, this is never what we wanted. Like, I would rather get one ride that takes me almost all the way versus 17 that really make my drive almost way longer for like $8. So it sucks because in theory, destination filters should be one of the best parts of the app, but they're absolute garbage. They're only good for short distances. And if you're in any type of time constraint where you're like, okay, I just want to get one more good ride on the way home, odds are you're not going to get it. Sometimes you get lucky, but odds are you're not going to get it. So I really only use them when I'm like in the middle of a shift trying to get a bonus, like I said at the beginning. Maybe I want to head in a certain area for like a surge that I think might be there in the next 2 hours, but I'm not in like a major rush. So I'll let myself kind of coast there with destination rides. But other than that, it sucks. Number 13, bad passenger ratings are pushed at busier times. This is a little sneaky thing Uber does where they'll push a lot more bad ratings at times where they know drivers are less likely to decline them. Very annoying, but whatever. Number 14, third-party apps makes you more money. Apps like Play Octopus, apps like Solo, apps like Get Upside. There's a long list of really good apps you guys should be using for Uber and Lyft. It's honestly a mistake to not use them at this point, especially with how bad the pay is now. Number 15, a dash cam is a must. This is something I hope all of you have started to understand from us. Dash cams, to me, you can't drive without them nowadays. People are crazy. People will complain about anything. They'll look for any reason to get a refund because they're cheap scummies. You need to have a dash cam. It's just imperative at this point. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Make sure you check out Solo, linked in the description below. Get your free $10 just for signing up. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys crushed it out there this week, and I will talk to you guys soon.